So today I can pretty confidently say that I've not felt this anxious probably for the entirety of 2026. Even as I'm recording this, I can feel my voice is coming out a little bit shaky. And that's just because my body just feels so tense right now. It almost feels like I'm vibrating. I've got these waves of anxiety just pulsating through me. And the trickiest part of all of this is I've hardly been able to get anything done today. I was going to record another video before this, but just couldn't do it. And I have no clue why. It's one of those rare days, I don't get them as much as I used to, but they still happen, where I'm seriously anxious and I just don't know the reason. It's like I'm completely in the dark. So I thought rather than making this day a bit of a write-off where I don't get anything done, I thought the least I could do is hop on camera and show you how I work through my anxiety in situations like this when it comes up, using what I know about anxiety. So I guess something to address right off the bat is that oftentimes when I feel like this, or oftentimes when we experience these random bouts of anxiety, it's not for no reason. There's always a reason. And it may not be immediately clear. And it also might not be anything to do with something you're currently experiencing in your life. It could just be anxiety or emotion of any kind that you've been suppressing. See, the thing is with me, I live a very busy life, work 9 to 5, have a good social life. I like to keep myself busy. I've got my YouTube as well. So there's rarely a moment where my mind is completely switched off, where I'm doing nothing. But it's in those moments where I'm doing nothing, like, let's say I'm literally about to turn off my light and go to sleep in the morning when I wake up, or when I sit down to do some meditation or breath work. That's when these feelings start to come up to the surface. Because when your mind is busy, when it's occupied, you don't actually realize that you might be feeling that anxiety. You might be feeling that tension. Sometimes when I take a moment to be mindful, just check in with how I'm feeling in the middle of a work day. And I realize I'm fucking tense right now. And I don't know why that is. I can distract myself with as many things as I want to, but the feeling in my body doesn't change. And the second I stop doing anything, let's say right now I was gonna just stare at a wall for a minute and see what came up. My mind is completely unoccupied. That's when these things only start becoming clear. That actually there is this anxiety bubbling underneath the surface for some reason, and we're not aware of it, but it's there. All of us have just become experts at suppressing those feelings. I truly believe this affects so many people. Yet we keep ourselves so busy that we kind of just don't notice it. The other thing I want to say is I've been trying my best not to view this as something negative. Because I don't even really want to affirm this out loud. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Anxiety doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel good. It's not really a good feeling inside your body. But if it's there regardless of whether I choose it to be, I want to try my best not to attach this negative connotation to it. Because at the moment I can't get rid of it. And part of that is the problem. Because sometimes there's this saying, it's what you resist persists. The more you try and fight a certain feeling, the more it stays. The more you literally create this feeling of tension in your body. The more you decide that, this thing is here and I don't want it to be there, the more worry that creates. So I've been trying my best to just sit with the feeling, to just, even though there's times today where I feel sick and I have wanted it to go away, I'm just trying my best to tell myself, this is here. This feeling today is here for whatever reason, but I can coexist with it. I can still come on camera and record a video. It's not the end of the world, And that's something I've struggled with because, there's occasions where I don't want to be feeling anxious. Maybe I've got to go and do something important. Maybe I've got to go and meet some people or speak in a meeting at work. Any scenario like this where I want to come across as confident. I want to impress people or something. But it's in those exact moments where I'm fighting the anxiety, where I'm telling myself it can't be there, that it actually ends up coming out even more. So this is something I'm trying to practice, just accepting that it's there sometimes. So in terms of what could be causing it, it's difficult to say. And part of the frustration when this kind of thing would happen to me for many, many years was just like the uncertainty. Because I suppose there used to be some part of me that believed, what if it never goes away? What if there's something wrong with me? What if I have some kind of like pathology? And I guess, I don't know, I might wake up and it's still there. But I can live with the uncertainty for now. Because I know that there's a reason this is coming up. And beyond everything I've said about this is something that maybe I've suppressed and now it's only just coming up, now that I'm not my mind isn't occupied. It's my body trying to tell me something. Because what anxiety is, it's like your body's natural defense. It only kicks in when it believes that it's in danger. So that's what's happening right now. My body believes it is in danger. It's anticipating something bad is going to happen to me. And the struggle with this is, our nervous system, something which is there to keep you alive, to stop you from getting hunted by a tiger or whatever. It works faster than your mind, than your thinking brain. So my body's trying to tell me there's a reason to feel like I'm in danger right now, but my mind hasn't caught up on that yet, and it might not. And I think the best I can do for now is sit with the feeling. I've been to the gym today, and that helped. Doing physical exercise, that does, you probably know this already, that does kind of quieten down some of these feelings. But what I'm trying to tell myself is that, okay, there's some kind of danger here. But all I'm doing right now is I'm sitting in my room. I've been at home most of the day. I've spent some time with my family. I went to the gym. I can't think of anything I've got planned in this coming week. It's a Sunday today. That immediately leaps out to me as like, okay, I've got to be a bit nervous about this, or there's something I should be wary of. So what that says to me is this is something from the past. This is some kind of painful experience that I've been through and not fully processed. Maybe something that I want to forget about. Something that made me kind of want to bury the pain. But again, as I've been talking about, our body has a habit of bringing all of that to the surface. So I guess what I want to say, maybe some parting words is, even the process of coming on here and just talking it out, that's been helpful. But sometimes you just got to let your body do its thing. And this is coming up now. And even though it doesn't feel that pleasant, I prefer it coming up, releasing itself almost, than me just kind of storing this in my body, because like I said, I can feel that tension. So the fact that it's coming up to the surface now means my body's doing something with it. It is releasing all of the tension that's been stored up. And in my experience, it does get better the more you let that happen. The more you sit with the feeling, try your best not to let it will you into some kind of state of panic, and just kind of let it do its thing. And that's what I'm going to do today. I might just sit here for like a while longer and see what comes up, see if the cause of this anxiety becomes more clear to me. It might not, and I accept that. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.